All right, we are live. We are live. Good. I'll have 100% on SpiderMan. Looks like I've already got some comments. Josh, once I finish the story mission, I'll have 100% complete on SpiderMan. Yeah, that's a good looking game, man. Like, I still haven't picked one up. I'm just, like I said, I'm sticking to my game plan. I'm going to stay game. I'm kind of shorting video games until, you know, Red Dead comes out, and then I'm going to go along with Red Dead 2. I'm slightly obsessed. Yeah, I mean, you know, man, you know how it is. Gaming's great. I've gamed so many years of my life away. Think if I would never have video gamed. Think if I would have been like doing something else with my time. I'd be a gazillionaire. I'd be running for president or something. Does SpiderMan have an online mode? Does it have a multiplayer, or is it just single player game? No multiplayer. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So I want to start off this live chat today, guys, with just a little bit of, I don't know, maybe a rant, maybe a little frustration. Nothing too big. And I'm not going to mention any names. The only time I'll mention names is in a positive way. And I'll, you know, not going to use any kind of negative undertones towards, or use names when I have to use some negative undertones. But, and I want some, I definitely want some feedback from my subscribers. So just about everybody that is on YouTube and is involved in the investing world probably watches more than one YouTube channel. They probably watch several different YouTube investing channels. And, you know, we all do. We are all involved with each other's channels. It's a really great thing. It's a lot of fun. But some of these channels, guys, are just straight up lazy. You know, so there was an experience. There was a thing earlier this week where I seen a creator that I subscribe to, and he uploaded a video. And so I watched it. I made time in my day, my busy day, and watched his whole video. You know, I hit the like button. I left him a really thoughtful comment. And then like maybe 6 or 7 hours later, another investing channel that I subscribe to uploaded the exact same video. The exact same video got uploaded on 2 channels. And I found that to be very, very lazy. And I found that to be just artificial buddy boosting, and kind of like, you know, I don't I don't personally have a problem with stuff like that. But if you want to collaborate with another content creator, turn the cameras on and go live, or do something to benefit the subscribers. But when you're trying to monetize the same video on 2 channels, that's very, very frustrating. I as a creator myself, I just found that to be a total cop-out. I found that to be very, very lazy. And, you know, I kind of initiated a little drama myself, you know, in the right way. I always try to do things in the right way. I'm never going to come cussing at you and screaming and raising Cain and stuff like that. But I might ask you a question to get you to stop and think about things just a little bit. And so, you know, I'm all for collaboration. I think it's a wonderful thing. But taking the lazy road out, it's like if this creator over here plans to upload 3 videos this week, and 2 of them are just other videos from other channels. What the hell is that? What is that? What are you doing? You know, like, so I just wanted to see if y'all have noticed any of this lately. I'm not going to mention their names. I do want to give 2 channels a specific shout out, though. There's 2 channels that I do watch, and in my opinion, this week they just ranked up a little higher, in my opinion. And so, Y'all are going to hate this, I know. But Jeremy from Financial Education, okay? I got to give that guy the respect he deserves, because sometimes I don't align with Jeremy's investing advice, and sometimes I'm like heels in the ground against it. But one thing I'll give Jeremy, a couple things I'll give Jeremy. Number one, he's a very hard worker. He's very passionate about his work, and he travels the road alone. He doesn't upload on his channel, then go over here and upload, and then he's tossing his videos all over YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Just to get monetary rights and, you know, get more money, more ad revenue, try to convert more subscribers, try to get more comments, and rank his videos and rank his stuff up artificially. You know, he is as consistent as it gets. I've drifted away from his channel before, and I always end up coming back. Like I said, I don't agree with every stock he buys. I don't agree with every position he takes, but to each their own. You know, that's his investment strategy compared to mine. But the thing that really upsets me and unnerves me is when I see these guys taking such a lazy way out. Okay, you put some effort into your work. You know, like I said, if this channel over here has plans to make 3 or 4 uploads a week, and you're just taking other people's videos and plopping them on your channel and putting a thumbnail on it, it's lazy. It serves absolutely no value to the subscribers. And that's how I want to stay focused myself. I want to be subscriber first. Okay. I think that's the whole point of YouTube, is subscriber satisfaction. It's not the creator. It's not the person turning the camera on and talking. You know, the joy for me is helping people. The joy for me is, you know, helping people learn investing. Everybody in this chat room has talked to me privately at some point. And I've worked with you on some point about investing, about the stock market, about how can I help you with your broker? How can I help you learn? How can I help you? How can I help you? How can I help you? And, you know, and I will continue to do that. Now, I can't say that someday I'll be able to get to every single comment, every single person. But I think YouTube is supposed to be subscribers first and creators' personal interest second. Okay? That's how I see it. So I wanted to give Jeremy from Financial Education a shout out and kind of express my gratitude that he doesn't play this elementary school shit. You know, he's a grown man. He works hard, and he stands by that, and he doesn't just jump on every little thing to turn a quick dollar. Another person I want to give a shout out to is the Independent Investor, and you can go check his channel out too. And he's about the only other YouTube channel involved with investing that does live chats. So none of these guys do live chats either. And I don't quite understand. I don't quite understand that. Okay. I don't quite understand what, you know, you want to make that connection with your audience. You want to, I'm sure today we'll deal with some of it. Is I have a bunch of stocks I've researched for the people that are going to be present today. And that's what makes me happy. That's what I like doing best. I like to, you have a problem, you have a question, I want to help you find a solution to it. That's the best part about it, you know. So I think Jeremy and Independent Investor both kind of leveled up a little bit yesterday, because I just seen some things earlier in this week and it was just lazy, and I'm done ranting now. I got all that off my chest. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about these YouTube channels that do this? Pardon my French. They just take the lazy way out of everything. It's just, I don't appreciate it. I don't like it. Okay. Who was asking about the Neo ADR, the American Depository Receipt? So I didn't write a name down, but so anyways, I dug online all morning and afternoon, and I could not find an answer about that on any of my online sources. So I jumped into, I ended up calling 2 of my brokers, and they're now working on it to see what the American Depository Receipt fee is going to be yearly on NEO. So nobody knows the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that. I have searched my little heart out, could not find the answer to that. And now I have two of my brokers. I have TD Ameritrade, and I have I called Fidelity, and I've got two investment brokers searching relentlessly, I hope, to find the answer to that. And then the Robinhood IPO, same exact story. I have not found enough information about that. I don't think it's going to be anytime really soon, but the Robinhood IPO, still very uncertain about that. So I also have Fidelity and TD Ameritrade researching that. Okay. So, but all of my online research has gotten me nowhere. I don't have a date, and I'm not sure when the IPO is. But as soon as I get updated with that kind of stuff, guys, like I said, I'm going to jot it all down and bring it up in my next live chat. All right. And then the other thing we need to talk about is Namaste. So I had a subscriber ask me about Namaste. It's ticker symbol NXTTF. Okay. And this is a marijuana stock that I think they specialize. They're only on the medical side of things right now. And it's on the OTC exchange. And let me just be honest with you. It is hot garbage. It really is. It's fundamentally just crap. I'm not even going to. The only good thing about it is it's moved about 1,000% over the past year, and so that's obvious. But fundamentally, it's not an investment. It's all negative profit margin, negative operating margin, negative on assets, negative on equity. Short percent's really high. Just garbage. So it's not a good investment in my book. But with that said, I also think it's probably going to run, like all these other stocks are going to run into the speculation of the marijuana industry right now. Am I going to buy any? I might. Because it's really cheap. They're only $2.16 a share. And I think I have $50 of loose money in my IRA right now. So I might pick up I might pick up 20 or 25 shares on Monday. Excuse me, when the market opens. But no, I'm not looking at this like it's an investment. I wouldn't go long. Like I said, here's my strategy. If I throw $50 at it and it goes up 100%, I'm going to sell half and get my $50 back out and just hold a half position and just whatever happens. I don't care. I'd rather put that money in MJ. And then, all right, good. That pretty much gets me squared away for the moment. Let's go up here and look at some comments. Tony Batu says, oh no. Hey, Tony, how are you doing, man? Thanks for coming out today. I appreciate it. Hey, Darganet. Hey, man. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Keith says, I'm not going to, when I speak in a negative context about, and it might be love. It might be I love this person or I care about them, but I also am disappointed with them. It'd be like if my son got caught cheating at school or something, or taking the easy way out. I still love him, and that doesn't change. But I also feel the need to express some frustration. That's anything in any relationship throughout life. Okay, if you're upset about something, I want to know about it. But if I'm upset about something, I want you to know about it. And I've already handled that, the way I need to handle it. But people on YouTube, man, you're going to see more of this just copycat, take the easy way out. How can I make a quick buck? And good for you. But it's lazy, and it does not offer any value to subscribers. That's the problem I have. You're you upload the same video on two different channels. What have you accomplished? You have boosted your ad revenue artificially. You've given nothing to your audience. Lydia, hey guys. Hey Lydia, how you doing? are they saying the same thing, or do they have a different point of view? So yeah, they have a totally different view on it. They're looking at it like, how can they convert subscribers? This is all it is, guys. It's a mathematical conversion. If this big channel uploads a uploads a video of a smaller channel, okay, that's going to go in front of lots and lots of subscribers. There's going to be some conversion right there. So see, some of those subscribers from the bigger channel are going to convert over to the smaller channel naturally. It's going to happen. And see, so the smaller channel is thinking, I can convert this many subscribers. Therefore, maybe 1, 2, 3 of those guys will buy a course from me. And that's the thinking there. So the bigger channel could charge them for a channel plug or something like that. It's just it's kind of it's smart, and it's a cash grab, and good for them. I'm not hating. I hope they're all millionaires. I hope everybody's a millionaire. I hope everybody in here is a millionaire or a billionaire. I don't want nothing but the best for everybody. It's just get off your ass and work for it. That's the way I see it. Mitch, all right, Mitch is in the house. Good afternoon. All right, all right, all right. Tony Batu, bro, YouTube is a copycat world, man. The best way to make a new channel rise is to make copycat videos. Yes, you're right. That already have a ton of views. Your new video will get a lot of views and like as well. Yeah, that's true, Tony. That's true. There is some method of copycatism in all of us and everybody that uploads on YouTube. Everybody does it. Very little of it is, true intellectual property. I'm guilty of it just as much as anybody else is. But you have to use certain techniques, like even Lydia, she has a channel. She'll tell you the same thing. You do have to kind of adopt some new techniques in order to just get people watching your channel, get eyes on your channel, gain a subscriber base. But with that said, here's the problem I have. Here's another little problem I have. They're all trying to sell you these courses. Get in my stock market membership group. Your investing problems will end when you take absolutely not. Do not buy any of that garbage. Okay. The best content on YouTube is free, and it's always going to be free. The best content on YouTube is free. The best content on Facebook is free. Okay. I don't sell courses. I have no plan of selling any courses. And I'll just be honest with you. You all can probably are not going to be comfortable with my trading strategies. I'm very, very aggressive and make crazy decisions sometimes, but like I said, I would never even, if I was to offer that information, I would never charge people for it. Okay. So my big thing, guys, is, I'm just giving you a fair warning, is that these courses are garbage. They're garbage. Find testimonials. Find anybody out there who is saying good things about these courses. And I'm not going to go into channel names, but they're taking a hot plate of crap and selling it to you for $100 a month. Okay. It's just garbage. All that stuff is garbage. Keep in mind, the best content on YouTube is free. The best content on Facebook is also free. Okay. Anybody know some good investing forums? I tell you what, Mitch, I really like StockTwits. Okay. StockTwits is a pretty good, pretty reliable source of information. A really good, strong community. They're very supportive of YouTube channels, and it's kind of like Twitter, except it's all stock market related. So I really love StockTwits. If I had to pick one platform, to use, it would be Facebook, because you're getting such a wide variety of investing groups. So you can be in 50 groups on Facebook. Sometimes it gets to be too much, but check out StockTwits if you're not already on it, Mitch. What's your opinion on the following 3 stocks? CPB, AMC, and Fun. They all pay a great dividend, but I was wondering if they're good companies to be putting money. So Funco, we covered that. Let's see. We covered Funco in our last live chat. Let's see here. I tell you what, let me write that down. You're giving me a bunch of homework. 3 stocks. I love it. Keep it coming. Give me homework for the rest of my life. That's what I like to do. I'll research those and get back with you. So Funco, we did cover that in the last live chat. So if you want to go back and check that out, it's Cedar Fun, not Funco. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, Nima. I will research those 3 ticker symbols and get back with you. I am familiar with AMC. CPB doesn't ring a bell, and Funco or FUN doesn't ring a bell. So they're not on my radar. But I will research those and get back with you. Probably have another live chat Monday night. So cool. All right. Lydia, they got your message is held for review. Uh-oh. I'm going to go ahead and take that off of there so I can read it. I really like reading and responding to the comments on my channel. I get to see so many perspectives. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, yeah, you got a good channel going, Lydia. And that's it. That's it. See, like Lydia's got the idea. She's got it because she's trying to help her subscribers the best way she can. Okay. She's not like, hold on, let me throw a promo out here. Guys, go buy my $50 course and I'll teach you. You know, she's not selling you hot crap. And in my opinion, all that stuff is garbage. I'm in a lot of these groups. I've got in them, a lot of them for free, or I'm networked with people who have access to all that stuff. And I could get a copy of whatever I needed whenever I wanted it. And I'm just telling you, though, you will not find anybody that's like, so-and-so's $100 stock market course changed my life. And, you know, if you do, good for you. There's probably a few people out there who will, you know, sing high praises about it. I'm just telling you, I think Lydia said it in the live chat the other night. I'd rather buy stocks than bullshit courses. Okay. What do you think of Eventbrite? Oh, I don't really have a opinion on that because I don't track that stock on the daily. But I will write it down. Maybe somebody in here does. Guys, if you let me just kind of get this directed to the everyone in here. But if anybody has invested in Eventbrite or has a experience with it, knows quite a bit about it, throw a comment up there and help this dude out. All right, I'm getting a bunch of homework. I love it. 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 TRT Peer, what's up, brother? Well, we're not as much brothers as I'm your dad, but I'm doing pretty good. How are you? My son got a really, really nice haircut. He looks good. Stock Market 101, stock market videos. So go check his channel out too, guys. He's got a good channel. He's working really, really hard to build up his channel and stuff like that. And, go give him a check out. I know some of y'all probably already do, but go check his channel out if you get a minute. Information is free. You just need to search hard for it. But people get fooled into thinking it's a faster way. That's right. That's right. If these guys, just think about this, like approach this from the person selling it. Okay. They have all these little things intact in case their stocks don't work out or their trades don't work out or whatever. They have all these little things intact to protect themselves. Like I said, if you notice, none of these dudes go live. I know Independent Investor does, and I know like Ryan Scribner, he used to go live, and Jeremy used to go, but like none of the stock market guys that I know of go live. And if you know any stock market guys that go live on YouTube, throw it down here in the comment section, because I would love to go podcast with them. You know, like every time I've approached another creator about it, they just, oh, I don't really do that. And I'm like, why not? You know, what are you? It's easy to prepare and write up a video and rehearse your lines 100 times and make a good video. That's not easy. It's very hard, actually. But going live, like, you're connecting with your subscribers and you're connecting with your fans. That's what YouTube is all about, is helping people. You know, everyone in this room, including myself, we all have specific problems and needs, and we all have specific interests. So, you know, there's not somewhere you can just go punch that in and ask a question and socialize about it. You know, well, I want to have that here. You know, I want to have that where anybody can, you know, come and we can sit down. Even if I don't know much about a stock, we can all talk about it and make each other, enrich each other, you know, and not just like, well, pay me $100 before I decide I'm going to help you, because that's nonsense. All right. All right. But of course, you still have to work hard either way. That's right. I agree with what Stock Market 101 is saying, is that so the end game for most creators is to sell a course. That really is for all these stock market guys. And but their best content is free. Just remember that. Their best stuff is free, guys. Cedar Fund, not Funko. Okay. I will research those tickers, Nima, and get back with you soon. PPCIN did a great video, an in-depth analysis of fun. I'm a big Cedar Fair and also investor. Okay, good. Tony's involved with that one. Tony, you can link up that video if you want, bud. Like if you wanna link up that video for Nima. Campbell's soup is CBD. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't track Campbell's soup very often. I've heard, you know, it's not been performing well. Let me take a look at it quick. It's not something I would invest in individually. That's something I would get in an ETF or a mutual fund. But I would never just go out and buy Campbell's soup. You know, that's something I would have in like a consumer staples ETF. Let's take a look. I know it's been getting beat up recently. Oh, yeah. So it hit a peak. It looks like back in 2016, maybe. It got up as high as 67, 62, 65. And it's been in free fall mode for about 2 years now. So it's got a good dividend. It's got a the PE ratio is still really high. Man, this stock has run off 50-something%, and the PE ratio, I'd have to look at that one a little bit more. I don't want to, but I will research that and get back with you. Like I said, if it was me, I don't know if you're thinking about taking a position in Campbell's soup, but that's the kind of stock right there I would want to get exposure to in an ETF. I would never buy that stock and go along with it. Because I just, you know, let's get a little Campbell's soup in the ETF, but I don't need it on a. There's a lot more bullish scenarios out there, in my opinion. You know. All right, Medina, Eventbrite is new, IPO next week. Company seems good, but we'll need some research on them. Planning on grabbing a few shares to myself for the long haul, depending on the research. So when is the IPO for Eventbrite? Because I want to be plugged in for that too. I have no idea what they do or what it is, but I love IPOs, or at least I like watching them. When's the IPO date, Medina? Their liquidity is around 40 million, I think. All right, good. Good. Eventbrite is an awesome call out. Could be a great IPO. I want to do some more research on them too. So what do they do? What industry is Eventbrite involved in? Because I you know, I might have seen the ticker. I haven't really. I don't even. Well, if it hasn't IPO'd yet, doesn't even have a ticker yet. They've probably. I could probably find it. Let me get online. Let me jump over here and see if I can find it quick. I'll just have to research it. I don't want to put everybody to sleep in here while I'm browsing around Google. All right. Medina, indeed, trying to find out as much about their financial situation as I can at Tony Batu to see if I will like to grab some shares. Yeah. So, cool. See, Josh Center's dumplings. Should I tell him the story, Josh? Should I tell everybody the dumpling story? So me and Josh had a bet. Oh, man. 2002, 2003, maybe, on a Super Bowl. You know what? I'm just going to skip this story. It's a little ridiculous. Okay, Medina says, I think it is Wednesday. So you're thinking that the IPO on Everbright is going to launch on Wednesday. Okay, cool. Josh, Eventbrite does like ticketing and stuff. Okay, cool. All right, I'm learning. See, y'all are educating me. Do you see the value here? That is awesome. You know, you guys are educating me. So that's awesome. Like if you wanted to have a Worth More meetup, people could go sign up on Eventbrite. A meetup? Yeah, that's cool. We can just meet up in my backyard if you want, like, or I'll come over to your backyard. That doesn't even seem efficient. If you were, to me, if I was going to do like a live meetup, I would just announce that on Facebook and YouTube. You know, use your platform, use your social platform. Lydia, what is the best IPO you have invested in? Alibaba, no question about it. That was the only one I've ever been so confident in. That's the only IPO I was like, I knew it was going to be a big deal a year before it ever came. You know, the people, especially the big banks, were beating on the door for like 2 years for Alibaba to IPO. And they just wouldn't do it. Jack Ma did not want to do it. He wanted to time it right. He wanted to have all their finances in order before they hit Wall Street. And he made a heck of a good move, you know? And so, yeah, Alibaba is the only IPO that I've jumped in head first. And it was a good move. Still a good move. I'm still holding some of those shares. I probably will. I'll probably give them to my son someday, hopefully. Hopefully, I'm so wealthy someday, I can just give my son the Alibaba from 2014. All right. Josh, terrible story. Yeah, I skipped. You know the story. I know the story. That's all that matters. Hey, Keith, please add THO to the list. All right, I will. A trailer mobile home dealership and manufacturer, they said they were affected by tax correction like every other stock out there last February. They were down 45%. Okay, I'll check that out. I bought them at $94. They're up at $100. So Next live chat should be Monday night. I'll be well prepared for it. I was well prepared for this one, even though I had no useful information at all for anybody, but my brokers are working on it. And if they can't produce and if I can't find it between my contacts, you know, Google search, and my brokers don't have an answer, I don't have anywhere else to go. You know, I don't have Jim Cramer's phone number in my phone, or, you know, I can't call Warren Buffett up, ask him what's going on. So I will maximize my contacts and my efforts, and that's all I can do. What payment sector stocks do you have? I have MasterCard, Visa, PayPal. Whoa, you got some good ones. And I might be buying Square, AXP, and DFS. Okay, so we're talking just about payment transactional stocks. So I own Square. I don't have MasterCard. I don't have Visa. I do have PayPal in my M1 Finance. I have stocks of Square in my retirement IRA. No AXP, no DFS. So yeah, I'm a Square PayPal guy. I'd rather go down that road. MasterCard, Visa, I have exposure to in an ETF. You know, I love banking too. So my favorite banking stock, of course, is JP Chase. I know that's kind of an easy pick because they're the biggest bank in the world. But JP Chase, to me, is a lot like Amazon or Apple. They have complete dominance on the market, and they're always a step ahead. Okay. So I really, JP Chase is my favorite financial ETF is XLF. Okay. So that's an ETF I also buy because, you know, the economy is pushing forward so hard right now, but they also, as you know, inflation keeps rising. There's a lot of people that are anticipating banking to fly here in the next couple months. I think it's gonna, and if it doesn't, I'll buy more. So Medina says, let's see exactly. If people throw events, just go on social media. Why I need to find out about their financial standing. If they have been losing money, then yeah. Medina, have you been drinking? Oh, man, whatever you're on, send some to my house. Yeah, I know what you're saying, though. Like, okay, Jeremy, he's the financial education, the one I was talking about earlier. Him and that Stephen Graham, they're doing like a promotional event. And you buy a ticket and fly out to Las Vegas, I think, or maybe it's somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not going, but you can like meet and greet with them and hang out, and you pay this ridiculous thing, and they talk about stocks all day. But you know, I don't think there's a heck of a lot of value there. The value is probably in the social networking, the people you will meet while you're there. Okay. You'll probably bump into a lot of content creators there. You'll probably bump into a lot of real estate guys and stock guys there, and women, men, whatever. And so I think the real value in doing something like that is the peer-to-peer meetup. It's, you know, I don't think Jeremy's going to have some groundbreaking stock, you know, that's going to change the world. And the same with Graham Stephan. I don't even watch his channel or subscribe to it. I think I might have watched one or two of his videos, but that's really the networking aspect, is going and meeting these people and developing relationships with people, other creators, other stock market people, other real estate people. So Medina says, told you it was Baba at Lydia Santiago. My invest. Yeah. Everybody knows I love Alibaba. I'm not even quiet about it. I just blurt that everywhere. If I'm at Walmart and I bump into a old buddy from high school, I'm like, hey, let's talk about Alibaba, you know? Lydia Santiago, you called it. All right. Good. Do you usually buy stocks before or after earnings? I don't make my decisions based on earnings. Now, I will buy Google and Microsoft right before earnings, and that usually is a pretty solid pick. But again, those are stocks I'm adding to. It's not stocks. I'm going to like get a 10% and sell out. So, you know, I would want to just add to my position in Google and Microsoft. And, you know, the real fun thing is when you're a long-term holder and your stock goes from 21% gain to 35% gain on earnings. You know, Microsoft knocked it out of the park this last round, and so did Google. Amazon, when you're long on those companies, the real exciting part about earnings is to get that huge boost. Apple, oh man, Apple run off the charts. If you guys haven't checked out my Apple video, I published it last night. Go check that out too, because I love Apple. God's Post, what do you think about AMD? Please also talk about Neogen. I have like $1,700 invested in it and getting a little scared. All right, let me grab you a video link for AMD. Let me see what, so God's Post, okay, so we cover AMD a lot. We talk about AMD constantly. In every live chat, AMD comes up. I'm very, just so you know, you can skip the video if you want. I'm very, very bullish on AMD. And hold on. But so this video I'm going to link up. It has a buy rating and a price target for AMD, and it's already surpassed. It's already hit the price target I set in this video. So I just published that video a couple weeks ago, and I already need to update it because you know, if we're already hitting a price target, I want to move forward or backward, whatever. Let's see, Neo. Okay, so you have $1,700 in Neo. I'm getting a little scared. Yeah, you know, I bought 3 shares of Neo. I don't really care. It was $30. $1,700 might, you know, I would probably trim my position down. If I had $1,700 in Neo, I'd probably trim it down to like $500 because it's gonna get choppy. It's gonna get messy. The thing about an IPO is that you don't know what you're buying until that first earnings report hits and their first set of financials come out. You don't really know what the heck you're buying. You can go off all these valuation metrics that the big banks are going to put out, but you don't know anything about that stock fundamentally until, like I said, at least 2, maybe 3 consecutive earnings reports are out. Then you can really wrap your arms around the investment side of it. Until then, you're just gambling. Until you're just gambling with Neo right now. So you know, I'm just going to tell you, you're straight up gambling. So I would trim my position back. I would try to get $1,200 out of there, $1,300 out of there. If you are not taking Neo for the long run, cut your losses. Honestly, I pulled out my profit waiting for the dust to settle. They are not backed by me. Good. Yes. Good call, Medina. Absolutely. If you want to go long, like a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, yeah, I would just sit back and relax. But if you're trying to trade this stock, I would just get out right now. Here's the thing. There is not a broker. There's not a banker. There's not a professional you could call right now that could give you the fundamental breakdown on Neo. It's just simply not available to the public. Anybody that could give it to you, that's what's called insider trading. Okay. So Neo the company, I'm sure the executives in the company know what the financials look like, but the public does not. So we don't know what kind of numbers they're running. We don't know what their profit margins looking like. And I did research. Another thing about Neo too is that they do have third-party manufacturers. Okay, so they're not even making their own cars. That's kind of worries me a little bit too. China's in a bad place right now because of all the trade tariffs, and you know, you're gambling. NEO is a gamble right now. Josh, you're a real square solid guy. You're just whipping everything out today, Josh. You're just, yeah. So Josh is my best friend. We go back a million years, and yeah, we got a lot of inside jokes. Just overlook that. Medina, but I tell myself, worst case scenario, they became the Tesla of China, even if they do not sell out here in the U.S. Great companies out there who do not sell in the U.S. but making great revenue, I'm guessing. And like Jeremy said it in his video yesterday, something I agree with. They're not the Tesla of China. That, you know, they've branded themselves that way, and that's their, I think probably here in the United States, you're going to hear a lot of that. But they're honestly, Tesla is 10 times the company this place is. So, you know, it's not even branded well because you have to look through it. They're not the Tesla of China yet. They're not, you know, like I said, it's just it's a raw gamble. It's like take some of that money and just go to the casino tonight and put it in a machine and pull the slot. That's the same thing. You know, it's more calculated gambling, but it's not investing. We don't have enough information to even know if it's an investment or not. We just don't have enough information to make that judgment. Prime example will be what? Medina, do you got spell check on your phone or tablet, whatever you're using? Because you might want to make sure it's turned on. They are supposed to be backed by Tencent and Baidu. Those are big companies. Absolutely. So you know how I would play it? I'd buy Tencent or Baidu. That's how I would play it. Like it, you know, Tencent and Baidu is the stocks to own in that situation. We know about Tencent and Baidu. We know they're good companies. We know what their fundamentals look like. We know what levels they trade at. We know what those companies are capable of. We know what they do. We understand their business model. So that's the investment. I would, you know, as far as NEO, just a trade. It's a really risky trade right now. Thoughts on BOA versus JPM versus WFC? I will hold all them in my dividends portfolio. Yeah, JP Morgan's my favorite. I love Bank of America. I love Wells Fargo. I have raw exposure to JP Morgan, and I have ETF exposure to Bank of America and WFC. But yeah, love all three of them. JP Morgan's my favorite. Josh Sanders, it's true. He never shuts up about Alibaba. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got 3 videos about Alibaba on my channel, and I'm probably going to upload another one pretty soon. So that's truer words have never been spoke right there. Okay, hey, Keith, your comment got held for review. Let's show it. I am that dumbass that bought 1,000 shares of NEO. I'm in it for the long haul. I proved Jeremy wrong about Roku. Okay. Yeah, if you're going to go long, you're going to buy this IPO levels and go long, and you're not worried about it, you're confident in your decision, then absolutely. You know, if you're going to hold the stock 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever your plans are there, then I would just kick back and relax. You know, the short-term pricing is probably going to make you nervous, and you know, I hope you don't. I hope you don't get burnt. That's all I'm worried about. I'm worried about you and your money. So, you know, that's why I try to provide, you know, real information for you, is because I just don't want you getting burnt. So just be careful. And, you know, if you start getting worried, you know, get your money out and put it in something else. Tony says, Lydia Santiago, are you going to do a live channel at Worth More Investing? That would be fun. That would be fun. I'm up for it. Let's see. Lydia says like a collab. Yeah. And, you know, if me and Lydia ever did anything, I'm confident we would both work very hard on it. I would never just take one of her videos and upload it on my channel. I feel like that's a cop-out. You know, I might share her videos. Absolutely. I might be in conversation with somebody on Facebook or YouTube or wherever and say, hey, check this Lydia Santiago out. She's a big Amazon investor. She's a big Microsoft investor. She likes Roku, blah, blah, blah. But I would never just take her video and upload it on my channel and collect ad revenue from it. That is the laziest thing. Wow, you're over 1 million years old? That's crazy, bro. I'm over 1 million years old. Thanks for answering my question earlier. I appreciate it. Do I look 1 million years old? Really? Oof. I hope I'm not. Yep, do a collab video. Yeah, I would love to do that. I would love to do some, you know, me and Josh are, you know, me and Josh are, what's the 1 million years old thing about? I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. Yeah, me and Josh, we're working on stuff behind the scenes too. So we're going to, Josh is doing some live streaming. You know, he's an Apple guru. He knows everything about Apple, and he's, you know, he's big into tech, and he can help. So he, you know, he's working on that. Me and him are kind of developing things behind the scenes to do futuristically. But yeah, absolutely. I'm up for collabs. Like I said, I just want to work. You know, I want to put my heart and soul into this, and my subscribers are #1 in my book. I'm very surprised you have not heard about Huawei phones. They are the second most powerful smartphone makers out there. I probably know this because I'm a huge. Okay, so yeah, I'm not as aware of that. They're the second most powerful smartphone makers out there. Yeah, I don't know about that exactly. I could probably debate that with you a little bit, but Huawei is huge. Okay, all right, I stand corrected. Let's see. Indeed, Josh. First thing I did to find out how to invest in them. Soon they will take over Samsung once they are allowed to sell in the U.S. Okay, so yeah, I doubt they're going to take over Samsung, but maybe. I just really doubt that. Samsung is huge. I hope you realize that. I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Things may change in 2 hours or 6 hours. 2 years. Oh, my God, I am so sleepy. Sorry. Make sure I get in the big ones that doubles. So, God's poet, let's all talk more about the IPOs. I want to make sure to get in on the next one that doubles. Just be careful with that, man. Just be careful, okay? IPOs are risky. You know, you really need to do a lot of like an anticipatory position. For example, I was interested in Alibaba 2 years before they IPO'd, and I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, anticipating. You know, you could watch their growth trends that the company would produce. You could watch their growth in China, and then you could watch their growth here in the States and all over the world. So, yeah, my suggestion would be find an IPO that you're genuinely interested in, study up on it, and then decide if it's a good idea to buy in to a certain company before they IPO, okay? Because that's going to really guide you. If you're just winging it, like, for example, like NEO, if you did not study NEO before their IPO, you know, it's probably not a good idea to buy into it because you're not going to be educated well enough to understand their business model. All right, Medina, look at the IPO calendar. If you were looking for that quick in and out, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. The NASDAQ.com has a really good IPO calendar, and StockTwits also has a really good IPO calendar. Tony Batu, God's Poet. I'm excited about Robinhood, Uber, and Airbnb. Yes. Yes. I anticipate big things. So there's 3 right there. Tony, thank you. Thank you so much, Tony. So yeah, there you go. There's 3 really good IPOs to be anticipating. Robinhood, Uber, and Airbnb. So I would start conducting my research now. I would start subscribing to any newsletters they have. I would get really involved with the company. I would call them directly, because here's the thing. Right now, these companies need investors. Okay. So call, get on the telephone, call your broker and ask, how can I get in touch with Robinhood Investor Relations, Uber Investor Relations, Airbnb? And, go that extra mile and spend that extra time, get involved and do as much research as you possibly can. But that's 3 very, very big IPOs that I'm going to be watching myself. I'm sure everybody in here is going to be watching them. God's Poet. The million years old thing is because earlier you said you and your buddy go a million years back. Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah, I guess I am a million years old. I'm feeling it. I worked out so hard this morning. I'm feeling it in my back and my shoulders. So I think maybe I'm at least 500,000 years old. I'll be honest with you. Nima says, I bought 11 shares of Baba last week and I'm already up 6%. Awesome. Awesome. Good. I love Alibaba. Very bullish. I can just give you all a little update here, is that I think the trade tariffs are going to keep China depressed probably for the rest of this year. And I don't see, there's news that pops up every once in a while, that they might be back in trade talks with the U.S. and China kind of runs on that speculation. But I think the Chinese stocks are going to stay mostly depressed for the, rest of 2018. And then we can get a better feel for it as the end of the year starts rolling in. God's Poet, you don't look old. I was just messing with you. By the way, liking this channel and just discovered it a while, gathering info on NEO. Yeah, come hang out with us. I love to do live streaming. I love to help my subscribers out. We can talk privately if you want. Anything you need to help you in your investing path, I'll help you. Everything I can help you with. Robinhood is a no questions asked investment. I'm going all in on that one. I would be careful. Okay, let me just go ahead and nip that right in the butt. I wouldn't go all in on Robinhood on their IPO. Here's why. Because when JP Morgan Chase releases their zero commission portfolio, that might mess Robinhood up for a little while. JP Morgan Chase, it might have some strategy here, because they might be waiting for the Robinhood IPO to hit. Then they're going to launch their broker, and they have JP Morgan Chase. Like I said, it's very comparable to Apple or Amazon. They can crush you. They can crush a small company just for thinking about, kind of going toe to toe with them. So I would just, I'll do your research. Let's all, keep coming to the live chats and we'll make good decisions about it. Wonder when they will go public, though. Yeah, I've got my brokers working on that. Robinhood, Uber, Airbnb will be my 100% sure IPO investment. SurveyMonkey is a maybe at the moment, but I'm very excited for them as well. Yes, SurveyMonkey is another good one to keep your eye on. I would say the one I'm most bullish on is Robinhood, though, because brokers, once they're established, they tend to do great. Look at E-Trade, look at TD Ameritrade, JP Morgan, all these investment brokers. They've done great. Scottrade, that was an old broker I used to be with. Now they were bought up by TD Ameritrade. The stock was great. Fidelity, Charles Schwab, all these stocks, all these broker stocks are great, great long-term investments, because they're banks. They're banks and they're brokers. So they're banking your money. They're brokering your stocks. They're doing everything. All right. I trade NEO in and out. I have a first day. Volvo are coming to, aren't they, new IPO? All righty then. Let's see. Lydia Santiago at Worth More Investing. You look good, not old. Well, thank you, Lydia. You're going to make me blush. You should see my son. He's looking good. He'll be bringing a girlfriend home soon. I know he will. My son is looking pretty sharp right now. Medina, if Baba drops below 160 again, I'm buying 5 shares. Good call. Good day from Australia. Loving the channel. Thank you, Andrew. How long have you been subscribed to the channel, Andrew? Medina G. Yeah, JP Morgan Chase coming out with their own zero commission. Yeah, okay. Medina, let me grab you a link so you can read about this after the chat. All right, I'm going to link you up an article that you can go check out, Medina, right here. And that's going to give you, a basic rundown of the, that's going to give you a basic rundown on JP Morgan Chase's plans. So I think, JP Morgan Chase, like I said, they're probably going to wait for Robinhood to IPO, then release it, because then they're going to take back so much market space. Oh my gosh. Then it's going to be hard for Robinhood at that point. So they might really disrupt the Robinhood IPO. Can you do a video about investing in IPOs? I'm not exactly sure about the process with brokerages. Could be a great video to add to your channel. All right, Tony. I will add that to my ongoing list. So you want a video about how to invest in IPOs. Okay. Check. When Robinhood coming, Uber next year? I don't know, Andrew. Like I said, I've got my brokers working on that. I have my Fidelity broker and my TD Ameritrade broker both researching that. They might have called while we've been on this chat. Let's see. No, I have no missed calls. So apparently they haven't found an answer yet. Lydia Santiago, I have a TD Ameritrade account for their resources, but I don't use them to buy stocks. Yes, TD Ameritrade is great research tools. I love it. And it's a good broker. They have, if you have, like in my traditional IRA, they will not let you take losses on stocks. It's crazy, and I know it sounds crazy, but I was buying more NVIDIA before the last earnings report, and I was selling out. What was I selling out of? I was going to take a real small loss on a position. I can't remember. I can't remember to save my life. It was Lockheed Martin. I was going to take like a 0.5% loss on Lockheed Martin, and they kept stopping my sell orders out, kept stopping me out, stopping me out, stopping me out. Finally, the market ended. And what it was, it's just a tool they have intact. So after so many hours, they're not going to let you take a loss, And I regained a little bit of my trading discipline and went back to the table. I sold the next morning, and I actually took like a 1.2% gain. So there was a nice little swing of money where I was becoming impatient. They kept stopping out my my sell orders, and it put a couple $100 back in my pocket. Okay, Worth More Investing posted a link. All right, Medina, stop telling him he is cute. His head will blow up with all these fangirl compliments. I don't think I'm cute. I know I'm not. That's just, I don't know what. No, my son is cute. I'm just an old man talking about stocks. Medina G, thank you. Hey, and thank you, Medina. I appreciate all the insight today. So, yeah. Let's see. 3 weeks I followed your channel. I just started playing with USA stocks. I usually swing trade in Australia. Okay, so what's some good Australian stocks? Okay, and how is their market doing? Like, do you have any tickers I can look at? And I don't observe the Australian market, You know, of course, I look at worldwide, but I never just concentrate on Australia. But that might be something I could look at and even make a video about somewhere down the road. So if you have any good stocks that you're interested in Australia or you feel are good investments, you know, throw me some ticker symbols down there so I can take a look at them. So Medina is making some faces. Tony, Medina, LOL, you are hilarious. I'm probably going to wrap up here in a few minutes, guys. So we got, we're going to look at Campbell's Soup. We're going to look at AMC and Fun. So I watch AMC quite a bit. I stopped watching them where I've gotten more bullish on like Netflix and Disney. So I don't really track AMC much. I know they do pay a good dividend, but I'll look at those three. And then the Eventbrite IPO, THO. I'm going back up here into the, I got to make sure I got this ticker wrote down right. THO. Yes, THO. I do have that wrote down right. Hot dog. Hey guys, go throw me a like up if you haven't done so already. I'm probably gonna get off in about 10 more minutes, so drop me a like if you haven't done that already. So, can you talk to your brokers about Uber and Airbnb? Sure. Sure can, brother. I will do that. That's a good idea. See, you guys are making me better too. That's another thing. You guys, everybody that comes in here to these chats, y'all are making me a better investor. I mean, it's so awesome. I hope I'm helping you too, but you all are helping me. You know, you guys are helping me, and that's great. You know, I've gotten so much more exposure to some things that probably would have slipped me by, you know, since I've been doing this live streaming. So thank you. Tony, you are awesome, man. You are on top of it today. Can you please look at Groupon? Alrighty. I have a couple shares of Groupon. I've gotten free stocks in my Robinhood. They've given me 2 or 3 free Groupons. I think it's $4 a share right now. Not doing too well, but it's free stock, so I don't care. Man, I have got a ton of homework. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. At what age did you first start investing? So I got my first experience investing when I was 18. So I was messing with a company 401k, and I was one of those types that I was just like, okay, I'm buying a little bit of everything and see what happens. I used to too, old company I used to work for, they offered a money market account. So you could buy shares for $1 a piece and they would appreciate like 15 cents every year. And I remember that being like, you know, basically you get a 15% return every year. And that fund ended like maybe 2 years after that. But I remember even when I went and cashed out and started buying other stocks with my 401k, I remember they paid like a 15% premium on top of the gains I took. So that was probably my first really like, woo, like, oh, I'm an investor. I kind of realized or whatever. Market is doing great in Australia. CSL is a great medical stock. CSL and APT. What's a good swing trade to make next week? Good swing trade to make next week. A good swing trade. Yen, ticker symbol yen, YINN. If the Chinese market pulls back real hard, I would jump in yen and I'd let it rip off 5 or 6% return and I'd get out. I trade yen a lot. If Robinhood is going to give out free Groupon shares, then maybe I should avoid it. Well, no, Medina. It's free shares. So like they give, like, I've gotten Verizon, I've gotten AT&T, I've gotten Groupon. Let's see, what are some of the other ones I've got? I've gotten Snapchat. I've gotten all kinds of different stuff. I'd have to go back and look. A lot of times I'll just sell it. Now I keep my Verizon, but like I sold my AT&T because I'm so Verizon heavy. But yeah, the referral system on Robinhood's awesome. You know, like I said, as soon as those stocks hit your account, you can sell out and put it anywhere you want. You can buy whatever you want with it. What's a good swing trade for next week? If Robinhood is given out, or did that one, Afterpay is an electric lay by system. They're doing well in the USA. Hopefully the IPO in the USA. Looking out for the sign in shopping windows. They're coming APT. All right. God's Poet EA. EA could be a potential swing trade. Yeah. Yeah. Electronic Arts and Take-Two Interactive. All the gaming stocks I'm pretty bullish on. My favorite's Take-Two Interactive, though. If you haven't checked out that video on Take-Two, make sure you do that. Take-Two's just a little bit stronger fundamentally than EA, but EA's bullish. I'm very bullish on EA because Madden just come out. So your Madden numbers are going to come in there and hit. And, you know, EA historically does great in Q3, in Q4 earnings because of Madden. They're definitely looking juicy. Can you also please explain how to set up a stop loss on Robinhood? Okay, I'd have to make a video about that, God's Poet. I'd have to, I could definitely do that, but I would have to do a lot of screenshotting and visual stuff. So I would have to go ahead and just make a whole video about that. And I have so much homework, I'm never going to get it all done. So I'm going to wrap up the live chat, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I love this so much. I'm getting so much value out of it. I hope you're getting a lot of value out of it. And I'm having a lot of fun doing this. And it just, I appreciate being able to help everybody. Y'all have a lovely day.